6 minutes, Lions! Are you ready, chat? We about to get nasty on them. Previously on Kimba TV. I got you, yeah? Hey, got you. Triple J says zap up 200K. Okay, that's not too bad. You know what I'm saying? Not too bad, you know what I'm saying? Come on. Gotta be testnet. Come on. It's gotta be testnet. Kimba Gang! How we doing, yo? 2 minutos, cabrón. 2 minutos, cabrón. I gotta get some levels in here. Oops, 240.
Anything's possible. Anything's possible.
All right, 60 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get after it, man. I love you guys. Easy money, Bugatti money. Phase 2 about to kick in. Phase 3 in an hour. Let's do it, chat. How we doing? Yoji Yamamoto says room looks empty without gaming setup. Yeah, I took off the other monitors too. Yeah, but I'm excited for the new crib. Yeah. 30 seconds. Let's go, Lions!
Latuche, motherfucker, the man is the man.
Let's go! 15 seconds, here we go!
There. Yes.
Let's go! Come on! GDP! Kachoya! Here we go! Boogama! Yeah, man! Here we go! Kachay! Here we go! You know it! Juice! America! Let's go! Let's get it! 2.3! Unemployment went up! Oh, snap dizzle for shizzle, chat! Let's go! Math!
Hot dog.
Let's get it! Let's go! Let's get it! Yeah, so we should be back, we should have YouTube back on Monday. I probably just have to like, adjust a couple of things. You can rewind on Kick now. I'll start simulcasting on Kick, I think, second week of March. Yes. How we doing? You guys missed the YouTube? Fibception says Sato just longed. Yeah, that's a little bit fucked, I think. I mean, if you were here yesterday, if you really wanted a long, you had the long opportunity from, where was it? 83.5 or whatever. Yeah, he should have been longing here. Next long is probably that. And then next trade is probably the short of that. Maybe you can get away with a long right there, but you should already be in that long from yesterday. So, yeah, uphill. Salim says, where the hell is this shit going? Most likely down here. You can't tell? So, this is value area high. I say this many, many times, Salim, but you're going to have value area high, value area low. Okay, you're gonna have times when the settlement is outside but close to value area high. You're gonna have times when settlement is close to the value area high but it's inside. You're gonna have the same thing, the settlement might be outside but it's close to the value area low. Sometimes the settlement is gonna be inside but it's gonna be close to value area low. So if it's this, what does the math say, sir? If this is it, statistically, now I can't predict the future, but statistically, this is your stop loss. This is your entry, and then you're gonna look for a full rotation down to value area low. And if that happens, most likely you're gonna go and clean the 7.5 or the 8.86 again. So if you put a gun to my head right now and you forced me to take a position, then I would be shorting that. Stop loss would be here. Okay? I already have a short from 105, 106, so I don't need to take that one. I just need to make sure that I protect my long from yesterday and put my stop loss in profit. So I'm gonna do something like this. I'm gonna do something like this. If I wanna maximize profits on my long from yesterday that we did live together, what do I need to put my stop loss at? Behind the 382. So, like, I'm not really doing anything that difficult. I don't know how many times that you've seen this value area high, value area low settlement setup. All right. So that's it. And then if the long from yesterday, if we can get away with it, awesome. I'm going to be looking for this area because these are all the bad highs and weak highs that we've been eyeing. So short there or a long here. All right. But today, I mean, right now, there's nothing to do. Yesterday, we were talking about the trident. We took the trident long. And we've been waiting for that area up there for quite some time, so. Okay? But it's just math, so. Sounds good? You need to have levels to the upside and levels to the downside and be prepared. If it goes up here, you know, are you prepared? If it goes back down here or down here, are you prepared? That's it. It's not really about trying to predict the future. It's just being able to seize any opportunity that comes along. Make sense? If it dumps, then you're going to be able to take a long if it's a good long. If it pumps, you're able to take a short if it's a good short. Sounds good, Salim? Does he have, we're only eating bones now. Yeah, hopefully he had meat on that. Did that chicken have meat on it or is he just suckling on the bones now? Curvy says chicken. Eskidu says, you literally told us yesterday USD up, crypto down. Watch out for tomorrow, Lions. Yep, and even things like, hey, Thursday and Friday, let's get that little domino piece to knock over, and then Monday we have the 77, 72 gap fill long, right? Yeah, so not that hard. You know, I have my biases and I have my plans and I kind of have my higher time frame ideas. You know what I mean? So I'm just doing me, Eski. You feel me? Shiba Na Inu says, how do you put this T-val? Can you explain? It's the previous session value area low, but make sure you watch the highlights because I've done it like every other day and explain it. But that's okay. We'll nerd out on it first week of March, okay? Eski says, feel you big time. Been juicing harder this week. Awesome, awesome. Let's go, Eski. Let's go. The Rock, you good? Minami, you good? Peter number 1, you good? Beer Market, you good? Wazo, you good? If settlement is inside, it's higher probability of full rotation. No, it just pulls it depending on how close it is. It's kind of like if you have a full rotate and like your previous day point of control is right at the value area high or value area low. It combines it into a stronger level. So like if settlement was here, okay? If settlement was maybe at VWAP, it might be a better long. But since it's close to the value, this becomes one big zone. It'll pull it. XXZ says, I don't understand why mine isn't like yours because I'm him. I'm just kidding. I don't know. Tick size, row size. Yeah. Be there when I nerd out and we'll make sure that everybody gets caught up, okay? So I'll show you guys how to do it. It's really not that difficult. All right. Here's what I would say, XXZ. Okay. Regardless of what the session TPO looks like, all right, you should be able to do fixed range TPOs too. So, just remember that you don't necessarily have to rely on an indicator. If you want to figure out value area high and value area low, you can use fixed range volume profile. You just need to know for what session you're going to be fixing the range on. So technically, you could get a fixed range volume profile from 9:30 a.m. until 4:10 p.m., right? And then you could have the value area high, value area low for the RTH session for CME. Could you not? Yeah, but I'll show you how to do it manually. And you guys ready to get my CME template? Yeah, once I get settled into the new crib, I'll share all this with you guys, and probably within one day you'll be able to pull all this, okay? But you could have all the templates that I have. If you don't have good memory recall, if you can't remember shit, then you're gonna be shit out of luck. I'm no smarter, no better than you guys, right? Like, this is just me seeing this thousands of times and being able to recall what the high probability move is. Lions, how we doing? So first things first, let's just do like a higher time frame recap, right? Chat, we've been talking about 85 for a very, very long time. Yes? How many of you guys remember from December we were talking about 105 to 85? How many of y'all remember that we got new data, new price action, and then January, even February, I started to talk about, guys, I think everyone and their fucking grandma is gonna try to long between 85 and 82, right? And what did I start saying? I don't think 85, 82. I'll still take longs if the data looks good, but to be honest, I don't think 85, 82 isn't gonna work. I think the better long is now 77, right? And then towards the end of January, we started to talk about, I think the first couple weeks of February could be bearish, right? And then, as we started to prepare for GDP and PCE, we were already talking about, maybe Thursday, PCE, on Friday, they're going to be bearish, right? It's going to start the domino pieces. And then maybe next week for Monday or Tuesday, we have a potential for the 77, 75, 72, whatever the 7 long is going to be, right? We talked about being prepared and understanding what GDP and PCE should do, right? We talked about having effort and just going back and looking at the previous GDP and PCEs, right? So a lot of this, not really that difficult. Memory recall, remembering what happened in the past, and a little bit of effort, chat. That's it. Fufu says, you did, and I didn't believe you. I ended up being wrong, so now I'm here to listen. I don't want you to put me on a pedestal like that, though, Fufu. I'm reading the data and I'm going off of what it's done in the past when it looked like that. Okay? So you're not really like, when you're doubting quote unquote me, or you're arguing with me, you're not. You're arguing with math. And haters hate it when I say that. You're not arguing with me, you're arguing with what's happened in the past and probabilities. All I'm doing is remembering what we've done in the past. And so that's all I want you to do. You know, I don't care if you believe me or not believe me. It's not really about being right or wrong, but can you tell if the data looks bearish? Can you tell if the data looks bullish? And then you decide what you want to do. All right? But when I say like, hey, this is what it should do, I will sit there and explain it to you guys. All right? I'm not just like randomly making shit up. I've been streaming every day for 3 years with you guys. I would be a fucking dumbass if I couldn't recall and remember what we've seen hundreds of times together. Right? So that's all I'm doing. I've been here every day for the last 3 years, chat. You best believe I'm going to be able to remember things. I'm going to count on you guys to remember the same shit that we've seen together. But I would be a fucking idiot if I see something hundreds of times and I can't remember what it's supposed to do or what it's done in the past. That's the same expectation that I have for you guys. So, you know, I'm doing me. I've got my higher time frame plans and my medium time frame, and all I want is you guys to have the same. You know, feel confident in what you're about to be doing. All right? So let's get it. But it's never about right or wrong. And to be honest with you, I don't like it when hella people agree with me. Like, if a bunch of y'all agree with me, chances are we're all wrong. Like,
Not
let's be
enough
real.
Latushi.
You know? So I like it when I'm the only motherfucker in my trade. You feel me? Ragby says, BTC taking too slow to dump. What does that mean? Who are you to say that it's too slow or too fast? Can you tell if something is being absorbed or broken, Ragby? Yeah, whenever you feel like something is too slow or too fast, just understand that you're getting baited. That's exactly what they want you to think. But are you in any position to deem something as too slow or too fast? Or you think the market makers know exactly what they're doing and they're just trying to trigger your ass? Which one do you think is more likely? That you actually have the understanding to say that it's too slow or too fast? Or you think they're just trying to trigger that inside of you? So don't get got. All right? Are you the prey or are you the predator? Don't get got. That's all I'm going to say. Remember, there's no right or wrong, okay? But I want you to be objective and really try to understand what's going on in this game. Alrighty. So instead of telling me, for example, this is taking too long or this is too slow, you could say, hey, brother, are you concerned about a hidden bull div? Okay, because what is it? What is a hidden bull div? Okay, that means that it's getting absorbed, right? So, you know, I guess my point that I'm trying to make, brother, is don't even allow yourself to come up with emotional conclusions. Just continuously look at the data. If we were going to code like a machine learning algo or like an AI bot to trade, it wouldn't tell us it is too slow. It would just tell us, hey, there's a hidden CVD bull div. So try to think in terms of like logical, like data. Is there something that you need to be aware of? Yes or no? Does that help, brother? So just sit back, relax, and enjoy. But in crypto trading, I mean, in any trading, brother, there's going to be many moments where you feel like this shit is too slow or too fast. All right, you're never gonna be in control of the speed in which something happens. The only thing that you've got going for yourself is the data. So if you're thinking to yourself, wow, it's really spending time at the TPO level, right, at the point of control. So first off, when you have, whether it's value area high for session or value area low for session, whether it's previous day open, previous day value area high, previous day point of control, previous day value area low, like how do you interpret this? You know, this should be like everybody should have a protocol. Value area high, value area low. Who gives a shit if it's TVA or just fixed range volume profile? And then this is point of control. And then you see the price doing this. How do you play that? You know, like what's your protocol? So is there a hidden bull div? You know, could it be getting absorbed? Like, is there anything relevant data-wise that you can use? Okay? So just try to have like a plan on what you would do if you were in a short from value area high and it's starting to spend too much time above or below point of control. This is literally all it's doing. Randall says, what point will you look to long if it looks bullish? So if there's a hidden bull div, right now there is not. If I see longs getting squeezed, if I see shorts getting trapped, the same edge that I always look for and wait for. But this is just value area high, point of control, value area low, and settlement. That's it. So hopefully, you know, don't overcomplicate it. Hey, Lions, how we doing? Happy Thursday. What do you guys think? No surprises, right, Lions? If anything, it's been kind of slow, right? We were expecting Bitcoin to come down to this level. We were expecting S&P to come down to this level, right? So, I mean, some of you guys were saying it too. Some of you guys were like, it's going so slow. But you see how you can't time this shit? All right? But no surprises, right? Nobody is getting got. All right? None of this should be surprising to us. And hopefully everybody is prepared. You guys know what data you're going to look at to make your decisions. You know what you're going to prioritize. Let's do the damn thing, chat. All right? So can't predict the future, but goddamn, I know what a bull div looks like. I know what bottom shorters look like. I know what, you know, longers getting squeezed looks like. I know what a hidden bull div looks like. I know what a Fibonacci swing fail looks like. All right, 20 minutes on the 30-minute candle close and hourly candle close. Let's do it. No surprises here. No surprises here. No surprises here. And I am going to be paying attention to this, if y'all don't mind. Votioni says, curious, why AVAX? Well, because I've done TA on all of these altcoins. And this is the only one that is in our play. We drew this box, and I said that this will be the long. So I'm just executing a plan that I had from about 2 months ago. I like the structure. So I'm going to treat this as a swing fail. Check. I waited 3 days for this. And so, you know, basically, like, I'm going to try to take that. That's my invalidation. But it's something that I prepared for like 2.5 months, bro. So, yeah, it's too, like, obvious for me to not take it, you know? It cleaned the low that I wanted, and it's giving me structure. So, I'm going to try. But if you're somebody that is looking at, I mean, that's not, don't copy trade it, obviously, you know. But I've been waiting for this bitch for like 2.5 months, so I wish it wasn't Thursday, you know. So worst case, like it's gonna be something like this, you know. Like maybe we can get up here, you know, and then it swing fails and it shits itself again. But this would be good enough. Ideally, I want it to go a lot higher, but we'll have to take it level by level. So, and obviously, like that shit ain't gonna work if Bitcoin is gonna lose the CME gap, right? So you gotta, you know, we gotta watch Bitcoin, and I'm leaving in an hour and 18 minutes, but today's Macaulay Culkin gap is gonna be a huge deal. Hopefully there is no gap. And then RTH gap tomorrow is also gonna be a huge deal as well. So I'm trying to juggle a couple of things, but luckily for me, I've been thinking about this for many weeks, so it shouldn't be that difficult. Sounds good? Like, you know what I'm waiting for, like on ETH, right? Or Sol? You know what I'm waiting for on Sol, right? You know what I'm waiting for on ETH, right? Like, these are all planned and prepared for quite some time. So I'm just, you know, taking it level by level, play by play, plan by plan. All right, Voshin? So, what do you think about today's TA, Voshin? Pretty close to value area low, so. All right, how we doing, you guys? 18 minutes until U.S. market close. Yeah, I mean, 886, it wouldn't be wrong to be in a long. Shout outs to all the 886 gang. I still think the swing fail is better, but what do we always talk about? Plan A, plan B, plan C. At the end of the day, if it gets above value area low and settlement, then I don't need to be waiting for this to get cleaned. However, that is going to be a poor and a weak low. So again, kind of fits in. I mean, it would be really funny if it holds this, keeps the shitty low, right? Cleans the shitty high, right? Bing bong ding dong this bitch, right? And then over the weekend or next week, we actually get the gap fill long, right? And obviously for like the, you know, the trade for today, like this was it. So like the short, if you scalped it, like it should be completed, right? Whether you want to keep it a little bit open and hedge long, that's kind of up to you, but what you guys think? Dayok says, is it safe to insta long value area low? If you can articulate it, yes. If you have no fucking idea, then no, right? So if I were to ask you, for example, where would the shorts start to get trapped, you would be able to answer that, correct, Dayox? Is that above value area low or below it? You know what I mean? So just use the math and help you out. Like if you get above value area low and those shorts are already underwater, does that help you or does that not help you? Right? And there is, like, even if you entered, because why would you market smash value area low? Because you don't think you're going to get the settlement to value area low bullish retest, right? So if you are somebody that's going to get in here, are you okay with this? Because if you're a math person, you know what this is supposed to do, right? So like, have you thought about all of the worst case scenarios? And maybe you want to add, maybe you don't need to go all in right now. Okay. And again, do you have CVD bull divs? Do you have hidden bull div? Do you have structure? So I told you that for me, I think it would be better to swing fail and get structural edge along with the open interest edge. I don't know how many times you've seen me take a long just because we had open interest edge. It's rare. I think it's a little bit too noob to say, hey, those longs or shorts have to get squeezed. I think it's a lot better to see them bottom long or bottom short or top long into divs, you know? All right, brother? So I'll be rooting for you, but I just want you to take a step back and really enjoy the process. And Deox, if you're going to take a long or if you're going to take a short, how about let's just do a smaller position than you were originally planning on doing before you talk to me. So, and you were here yesterday and the day before when I was talking about, you know, I would much rather get into a long on Monday or Tuesday next week, right? And have you given some thought about why the RTH gap tomorrow is going to be kind of important? Yup, same on RSI. Because even if you do that, the only difference is going to be the time frame. If you go to the 30-minute, then the wick isn't going to be included and it's not going to look like a div. If you go to the 15 or the 5-minute, then you actually did have candle closes that changed structure, and so you might have it. And so really the only thing that I'm trying to get you guys to see on your own is that go with whatever time frame that you were going to anticipate on. And the smaller time frame that you go, you can always create a narrative that you're looking for. So, all right. Esky dude! Any questions, ladies and gentlemen? We have 9 more minutes, and then I gotta wrap it up. He reaving! But what do you guys think about all this? Yeah, I mean, going from 886 to 618, that's not what would be funny, right? Because that's expected. What would be the pivot point is what happens after. Does it actually spend time and build value inside of value area low and settlement? Or does it get smacked right down? The beautiful thing is value area low and settlement both pixel perfect align with the Fibonacci levels that you're gonna be looking at anyways. But pretty cool, right? And like, I just want you guys to see this for yourselves, and you guys can figure out like if you want to do it. You know what I mean? Like, I want you guys to be in that short already before I say anything. I want you guys to already be in that long before I say anything. And it doesn't matter if I'm in it or if I'm not in it. You guys are doing you. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's really that difficult to be able to do this part. So that I don't think is really that hard. And the more time that you spend here, you're going to realize that that's not difficult at all. The question is okay, so for sure, like if you're scalping that short, like that's a TP, and or you're going to be looking for a hedge long right there. So the question is do you have edge like fucking 21 million in a bottom short? You know, Binance, same thing. OKX, same thing. And how many of you guys remember the conversation about how when market makers are trying to get into a long, they will use coin margin contracts and be in a long? So isn't it interesting that you have coin margin shorts? So shout outs to people that are gonna be looking for longs on value area low. Shout outs to people that already market smashed. Shout outs to people that are using settlement as their pivot point. Shout outs to people that got in at the 886. Shout outs to people that aren't in a long, but you closed your scalp short. Hey, you guys are the best. Never forget that. Longers, I'm rooting for you. Shorters, I'm rooting for you. Bulls, bears, we're all lying. Sato, tell them what happens if they don't use stop loss. All right, y'all, stay safe. I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow, yeah? Let's